Congratulations! You made it! You are officially a teenage... Oh God, my son is 13. I'm so old. Yes, Jim, I'm very proud of you. I'm just a little surprised that I haven't lost you yet. I mean, if having a son is anything like having an umbrella, now you know why you always have that note pinned to your jacket with your mother's information on it. I'm sorry, officer. I don't know what she was thinking. But now that you are now that you're old enough, Michael, you'll have to start thinking about your prospects. By which I do not mean marriage. You're not the heir to Downton Abbey. The Lord Duke Baron Essex of Norwichfordshire has a fetching young niece that I hear is quite mirthful. No, I mean jobs. Jobs are a crucial part of your entire adult life. Believe me, I've had about 30 of them. The point of a job is money. That's not going away anytime soon. Whether it's digital dollars, precious metals, or even galactic credits, you will need some of your own. And I'll assume that people still do some of the jobs. Even if everyone is just e-commuting via VR helmet, as long as they still digitally simulate an office environment, this will still make sense. Now, Stanley, everything starts with the interview. These are super important and super stupid. You will be asked a series of ridiculous and hypothetical questions that have no bearing whatsoever on your ability to pull a lever, use a keyboard, or, if we finally become the Jetsons, push a single button. Google it. Actually, by your time, the only jobs left might be at Google. Or, if they've finally merged with Amazon and Facebook, the giant gestalt company known as Goo Amabook. That sounds like the worst new Pokemon. Goo Amabook. Here are my tips and tricks. It's important to make lots of eye contact, like a threatening amount. If you ever break your gaze first, it's a sign of weakness. Next is the handshake. Avoid at all costs. If you don't do it, they can't judge you on it. Just make up some greeting gesture and they'll just assume that you're really cultured. Now, Dwight, everyone lies on their resume. So feel free to make outlandish claims that make you sound good, like you're a chess grandmaster or you biked there from Sweden. You know, things like impossible to check. And it never hurts to talk like a wizard. Here's an example. Greeting times to you. I am the one called Brendan. I am the former president of Ecuador, and I am immune to hypnosis. My strengths? Strength. My weaknesses? None. In 5 years, I see myself being 2 years older. I'd hire that guy. In the event that interviews are now conducted by machines, just hit up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start for infinite paid leave plus dental. And if now all interviews are actually just a Turing or Voight Kampf test to make sure that you are not a machine, then just relax and avoid jokingly saying, does not compute. Now you should have a job. But, Kevin, the next step is navigating office protocols. Fortunately, they are all the same. Liz's have the best snacks, Steve's have the worst dad jokes, and stay away from anyone whose name is just initials. Like AJ, BJ, CJ, DJ, QJ, especially those QJs. And it's mandatory to have a mug that's weird or has some terrible joke on it. A plain blank mug makes you look insane, but one that looks like a duck or has some painfully tortured coffee pun on it, like daily grind or I'm a calf fiend, is perfectly normal. And avoid doing stuff that only weird people do. Never bring a pet to work, never work overtime, and most importantly, never ever make popcorn. The smell permeates the whole building and it makes everybody hungry and frustrated. Just keep your head down and wait for money. Because that's all a job is. You exchange time for money. The actual work that you do is irrelevant. I worked in a dozen offices and I couldn't tell you what I did in a single one of them. Maybe that was the problem. The point is, offices are the worst, but we all seem to get stuck in them at some point. So get out and move on as soon as possible. Otherwise, you'll spend 20 years as a human greeting card asking people how their weekend was and getting genuinely excited about casual Fridays. So, good talk. Hope you have a good weekend. Let me know if you can finish those reports by like 5 o'clock, alright? And I'll see you when you're older. I'm a caffeine.